Hello and welcome back to the Football Manager Save Le Havre. Now I've done a lot better this time. I think it's only been 4 or 5 days compared to the 2 and 3 weeks before. So no, I was gonna say pat on the back, but it's not. This is what it should have been. Not should have never gone 2 3 weeks before. So yeah, this is just me kind of showing I can do it if I find the time to, and I believe I have found the time to now. So if we go on to what happened in the meantime, schedule is what I want here. So where did we leave it? We left it on Yorkshire game 1-1 there. So after that, we did beat Angers 1-0. Nothing to scream and shout about. I think it was Honzak again at the back post. This is what he does. There's a game to get through, and we did try and keep this European fight alive that, I didn't expect to be in. And then calm kind of 2-0 win against Rems. It was helped big time with a first minute sending off. It was one of those two-footed crunches, and scored a couple first half goals and kind of coasted out from there. And then another late 1-0 win here over Nantes, which, big to be fair. I think if you look when I show the league in a second, although you might have already seen it, um, it like the difference between a draw and a win there has probably kept us in it. And then a draw, very unfortunate for us, very late to Lille. It could have been 4 wins in a row, which would have been incredible. I mean, in general, the form since that Nice game is just top stuff. But yeah, if you could turn that into a win as well, we'd be in a great position. But if I show the league now, those extra 2 points would actually leave us fifth, which would kind of put us in the driving seat. But even then, we are in control of our own destinies. You see the first game against Monaco, first games against Monaco here in fifth place. We're at home in this one, and then to look at the final few, you're looking at Rennes, who are in sixth, also above us, and Marseille in third. So we are in crunch time, and it is against the teams in and around us. So put it this way: if we win, we truly have earned it, and if not, was unlucky and we'll take seventh, which is much higher than I expected to be. I thought we would be lingering around here, just about staying up. So to be where we are is just incredible, really. And one thing I did sort out in the meantime, I don't know when I sorted this transfer out, but this is someone who'll be coming in next season. Probably won't really play too much. We didn't really have much left back backup, I don't think. So he'll be coming in to do that. And I did sort out Ben Brereton. Well, I don't know when, but between when you last saw me and now. So anyone who knows about English leagues or football, I imagine most of you do. I don't think I've probably got many people watching from France. I mean, the fact that I speak English would kind of automatically make that difficult. But whether he's up front or left wing, we'll just offer good. It'll be a first team player in the day in the first 11, just a top player. And I don't know if he's still got room to grow a tiny bit. You can go up to 4 in the positions he's not 4 in, like striker maybe, and he could even possibly nick 4.5. Great physical stats, some alright technical ones in there as well. Hopefully he should help a lot. Not had a great season for Blackburn, you can see there maybe, although he has had a fun time in the Carabao Cup, but hopefully that could prove to be a bit better for us. You can see only 10 games in 102 games for 10 goals, in 102 games for Blackburn there. Again, to this first one against Monaco here, this could kind of really be a make or break. If we lose, that would turn a 1 point lead into 4, leave us behind Rennes still, and we'd probably put Monaco adrift of us with a 4 point gap with 2 games left. So maybe if we're serious about Europe, at the very least we need to probably try and avoid defeat here. Nevertheless, we'll see what happens. We'll see what squad we should probably go with. Obviously, it was suspended in the game you just saw there, so Van der Perre will be coming out. We'll probably put Abdelli in there. He's apparently up to 3-star in that role now, so fair play. It's very to throw on the bench. Just one of the midfielders will do. Maybe Basque. Everyone else is full strength. We'll probably stick with that. I believe they are. So at this point we're going to need to be full strength. No messing around. And hopefully we can get something out of this game. In the 5th minute here, a goal kick for final approach short to Hughes, as we've been doing all season, playing out from the back. Into the right back Moreira and see what he can do down the right channel now as he gets to the Benito. Slowed it down a bit, but looks forward again to Moreira. Tiari starts to make his run towards the centre of the box. So Abdelli throws it on Honzak, not quite the back post, but still scoring or attempting to score headers off of crosses. That hasn't gone anywhere. So, yeah, good early signs, although I could have just, off the back of saying that, perhaps we're about to go 1-0 down here. Varberg into Ben Yedder all the way out to Gelson Martins, who's going to be a problem with his speed. Good tackle on Herrera if we can pick up the loose ball. We cannot. Martins again, back to Golovin. Cracking strike, and we're lucky it hits the bar. Said in the commentary that would have been a great goal, and it sure would have. Probably got his power behind that, but yeah, a couple early chances for both of us. Hopefully it stays as entertaining, really. So they're actually pressed in courage as they usually do. Sidibe throws it in. Gets the return ball from Maripan. Try and get forward here. Hopefully we can cut it out. They lump one forward. Gelson Martins over the back. Fofana is strong behind it. The angle's always in our favour, but yeah, another warning sign with Martins over the back of Herrera, so maybe we tell him to drop a bit. If we don't and he scores, then obviously we pay the price. And that is all for half time. It's all for the first half. It is half time. There we go. Yeah, nothing really. Well, literally, obviously, I show you every highlight, so you haven't seen anything. I haven't. Sorry, you haven't not seen anything. I have. I think is what I was probably trying to go with. Yeah, perhaps even take him off for Koulibaly. Tell him to defend. He wasn't having the greatest game, just to try and stop that Martin's issue that seemed to be developing. But other than that, we're going to have to stick with the same boys and hope if we can nick something from this, that'd be incredible. But a draw would not be the end of the world. As right at the start of the half, we lump it forward. Maripan picks up the ball. They'll probably again play it through midfield now. Sidibe's defeated Carlos Perez. He starts to drive towards the centre, probably trying to find Martins out on the left again. And they have done into the feet of Ben Yedder, all the way back out to Martins. Is it back to Baba? Heads towards the box. Golovin with that strike earlier. We can't let him shoot. And this is probably looking like a goal. It's a good block, and it does go wide, thank God. I don't really know what to suggest. They're just a better team than us, and they're showing us why. We're kind of just dicing with death here, hoping we can hold out pretty much. And that is all she wrote for that game. At the very least, as I said, we did avoid defeat. If I can get my F's out. So yeah, it's not over, of course. I say they're unlucky. I mean, we didn't really like scoring besides that one early chance, but to not lose is obviously important. So see the league table now, as I think we were actually a game behind Rennes coming into this, so it's still awfully tight there. I don't know who Brest have in their game. It could be someone down here. It could potentially be Marseille above, so we'll have to check how that goes. But it's still all to play for in these final two games now. If we can nick this European spot, that'd be incredible. So heading into the second game here against Rennes, another very important one. Obviously, I think they're level on points with us at this point. We're just ahead on goal difference. So, well, I think they're doing goal difference. It might be head-to-head in France, but I'm not sure. I mean, I know we definitely lead on goal difference, so we'll go with that for now. It is a bit switched up. Both right backs got like silly little injuries, and just to not really, it's not like a risk at this point in the season, but just to get a fit player on there, I'll put Jabord there at right back. Also, Van der Peer back from suspension. He's going to go in at centre back as Jovanovic is now suspended due to picking up too many yellow cards. Other than that, it's the same team, and hopefully they can. I mean, a draw could be enough to stay ahead of Rennes, but depending on how the final game goes, we probably need to win this one just because the final game is Marseille. So, give ourselves any chance, we're probably going to need a win here. So, there's a lot of so's I've said there, but let's see if we can get it. So, completely actionless first half. Something I did see between the games as well is that Fofana's actually only a goal behind the clean sheet record set by Keylor Navas with 18. So, if he can get it here, then he's got a chance to go. Well, that obviously levels it. But after that, if we manage to keep a clean sheet against Marseille as well, not that I'd back that. Obviously, we still will get this one first. You could be outright like the top clean sheets. I think potentially in French league history. So that would be incredible if we can pull it off. If at the very least we don't get European football. Yeah, dead half we didn't even shoot at all. So I don't really know if it's worth changing anything. I mean, probably, but what exactly? I mean, out of a wealth of options on the bench. I'm probably just going to stick with what we've got. So hopefully something can happen second half. I can show you. That's I don't think I've had it so far. We've had a completely highlightless game. But it's a late one here. If hopefully we can get the ball back here, we can't. Then down the right with Lauren here. To lose it here would be a real kick in the teeth. Hope we can hold it and start to get a bit of possession ourselves. That's a very poor decision from Van der Peer. Camavinga picks it up. Now Doku. I was going to say it's a hard angle to score from. He's absolutely leathered it in. And I think, especially this late on, this is where it's going to end, unfortunately for us. We take some heroics on the final day, I believe. I think other results aren't exactly going in our way, so quickly switch to attacking and try and force something to happen, but it probably just is going to work the other way and we concede more as Doku comes forward again. They're just a very young, fresh, kind of talented side with Camavinga, calling fucking Pingu, Camavinga and Doku as he gets in again, scores again, set him up as well. It's just those two right there. They're probably better than anyone we have in our side, those two, so yeah, this is the moment I think it has fallen apart. And it was probably a long time coming. Another highlight here. We're always pushing above our weight massively, trying to even compete in terms of Europe. So I'm happy to have taken it this far and kept it interesting for this long. It could have just been a mid-table season. I was just waiting for the season to end pretty much. But we put in a good shift here to try and make something out of this season. But yeah, it wasn't to be. I mean, I know I'm saying this. I don't know exactly what the field of play looks like after this. I can see the table in a minute as this game draws to a close. Doesn't want to end, just to spare us the suffering. They might get another here. Get the ball back. And it's flicked on, but only to themselves. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it will look like, but I think all doors might be closed into Europe after this result. Look around. Camavinga again. Doku again. Gets a hat-trick then. Completely fair play to him. He's run us ragged. Now at the right with Freuf. Look to probably get a ball in the box. They do. Doku's at the back post. It's easy for him. Hat-trick for him. I mean, to be fair, you could perhaps look back at it and say Jabor was the wrong option. I should have gone with one of the injured fullbacks. I mean, it's not like I need to conserve everyone's health at this point. There's no big games to come. I mean, there's a big game to come, but I've got two right backs. Only one of them would have played. If they got injured, they got the whole summer to recover. So, yeah, perhaps I could have done something there. But in general, if you just look at the performances of everyone, no one was really up to standards. So we just didn't turn up today. It's all there that Khan did actually get a late win against Brest, and that perhaps gives us a chance if we're still in touching distance of them. I'm not sure, but yeah, you see Doku's hat-trick from 8 minutes onwards compels us to quite a convincing loss here. And yeah, that is the door closed. Brest were too far away, and I think Monaco got a point in that game. So that is where it falls. Well, that is where we fall short. I don't know if sixth suddenly gets a spot. I don't think so in France. I mean, they're talking like it's not over, so perhaps sixth place might change or become available. I'll have a look if I can see anything in the stipulations. I need to talk to them about the goal drivers. It has been a while. Lyon for getting in the Champions League. If I can find the French League here, I think there's somewhere you can kind of find the rules or structure. I'm not sure where you want to say here. Okay, Euro Cup 2 for 6th. So, or is it a playoff for it? We do earn the right for a playoff for it. So if we can win our last game and Rennes lose theirs, I don't know they've got. I'll have a look. Schedule. It's Paris Saint-Germain, so it is we could perhaps get that playoff game if we can somehow beat Marseille, and they probably inevitably lose to PSG, but it would take some final day heroics. But yeah, I'll see you for that final day, and yeah, maybe something magics itself up, but nevertheless, we'll find out. Here we are for the final game of season 2 with Le Havre. It is the big, so the big game. Arguably, all three of these have been big, but this is the game where we can perhaps try and nick some a chance at European football. We get Euro Cup 2 playoff spot with 6th place. So here we are, just going to go as full strength as possible. So it won't be that team that's currently there. We'll have to make some quick changes here. Your borders coming straight out. Moreira in. And the pair will be playing, just not at centre back. Ivanovic back in. They'd like it that way round, or pick the way round it usually is. Is that a bad link there? And a fairly decent. They can both be playing. We will put and the pair here. Same up front three. We're going to need something from Tiare. He's done a lot for us, obviously, the whole time he's been here, but one final bit of magic in this season could be enough to again give us a chance at European football. So hopefully we can get something here. So throw in here, I think it's for them, yeah, Sakai, Soltedo, or Solteldo, I didn't quite see his name. In midfield to Twider, back to Rongier. You can avoid conceding early, that would help big time, but Tovan, with their best player, getting involved now. We let it back to the keeper. So keeper, why are we going for the post? It's not to ourselves. Not score for him, bloody hell. I mean, goal line text pretty pointless on this game. You can never see too much, because I can see that's not in, but I was aware it wasn't anyway. They would have told me if it went in. We would have said goal. So I'm not concerned about whether that went in or not, but I am concerned why we were trying to score our own goals. Got another highlight now. Sakai down the left again. They're probably going to get ball across and an easy finish, perhaps. Acrobatic attempt from Tovan. I don't know if that's the highlight done or there's still something to happen here. It's still going on. Back to Tovan again. And free kick for, oh, okay, an offside. Yeah, pretty conservative half as we probably go into half time 0-0. Might have to kick it up to at least balance second half. So at the end of the day, we need a goal. It's fine keeping them out, but we've got a job to do here. So we know what we need to do, and that's score a goal. So currently we're not really getting the chances. So we'll go to balance. Hopefully that doesn't open us up too much, just enough to try and cause them some problems, and hopefully we can get the goal we need in this second half. It's actually us here. Hopefully we can hold on to it. And a Pera. Back to Moreira. Can we get a ball in the box? I'm just about in the box. Back to Moreira. Can we get it in now? Honzak back post. It's our most lethal kind of way of scoring. It's a Honzak at the back post. I mean, he's rivaling Tiare for goal scoring now. I believe he's only a couple behind. Obviously, the season's about to end, but where Tiare's obviously not had the effect he had last season, that was always going to be the case. Honzak helped us to potential, I say glory. If we can hold out here, and PSG have finally taken the lead. That's what I also needed. PSG obviously to take the lead against Rennes. So yeah, it was looking like Moreira might get injured. I was probably going to sub him off soon, but that's been made permanent. And the injury I was trying to avoid last game comes this game. He's having a good game as well. Obviously, just got the assist. Hopefully, Koulibaly can help us see this out. I'll switch to cautious. We seem to be playing better on balance. So I'll leave it as is for now. If it gets a bit tasty towards the end, then we'll think about changing it. But so far, so good. We literally just subbed Abdelli on, retired Van der Perre, and he's got injured within 2 minutes. So I think at this point we might go. And Jack Rolls is at least feeling happy. So just try and see this one out now. Final 5 minutes here. They've switched to 4-4-2. Can we hold out? 7 minutes added time is not a number I wanted to see. We do have a highlight here. Lump forward. They do win the header. Rongier wins this now, and they do have possession. So what can Marseille do with it? Out on the right to Tyler. They're probably going to get a ball across the box now. They do. Can it be cleared? Only as far as Benito. Further up now. Tiara picks up the loose ball. Can we counter here? Great charge into the right corner. I can't ask much more of Jamal. Gets towards the byline. Can we get a ball across now? Ball back to Benito. Paid for Rolls. It's good football. But again, now 7 minutes to go. Can we see it out? I was hoping that would be the end of the highlight, but apparently we're continuing as they let one forward. Koulibaly just gets there in time. Flick now, Benito. Can you end this for us? Put it beyond doubt. He just didn't have the power beyond the strike. And Dan is easily behind it. 7 minutes to go. Can we do it? PSG have definitely done their end of the bargain now. 3-0 leaders. Just 2 minutes to go now, and we have got the win. We do now need to see if this is enough. I don't know how it exactly works over here in France. I tell them it was a great victory because at the end of the day it was. I mean, not to undersell, even if we don't get it. A last day 1-0 win to get the final that clean sheet as well over Marseille, I believe, were third at the time. It's just a great result, regardless of what it gets us. And it hasn't given us it currently. I don't know if someone won a cup that means we don't get it. It says we enter the race for qualification, so okay, again, I don't know what I'm missing out. But once I do know what's going on, I will obviously let you know. That's quite a rough injury for Abdelli there. 3 months, torn hamstring. Gash low leg for Romero, he'll be alright. Morera. Still not showing up on here, I believe. You may have seen who won the French Cup, is there? Look on schedule. It was won by Lyon. They're obviously well in the Champions League, so it couldn't be that. Need to see when, as Auxerre get relegated, we get 8.82 mil for that. Okay, we do get the Euro Cup 2. Qualify for Euro Cup 2. So that is one hell of a result for this season. Obviously, only aim to just about stay up, really. However, like kind of any means necessary, but we've well overachieved, basically. Miles ahead of that. Still not showing up on here, but obviously they are telling us here that we do get it. I think it's perhaps because we don't get automatically, we're only in a playoff that it says that. Who we end up in that playoff with, I don't know, obviously. But once I do know, we'll have a look. Yeah, an incredible season at the end of the day. We do quickly have our end of season review here. We look at the new arrivals. Once the load, there we go. See Rome come in for very cheap. Was just meant to kind of be a backup option as a young goalie. Never really featured. We brought in Barrow. We actually just sent out on loan. The fee looked alright at the time, but I think he came in as like a 2.5 star, and I thought I'm not really going to use him. So he, of course, ended out on loan. Morera ended up playing 26 times for us, which did a great job in at right back. Kamara will be sad to leave at the end of the day. He's our highest starred player at 4 stars, as well as Fofana. Obviously going back to Benfica, if we could try and make something permanent, I will. We'll have to have a look. Jovanovic did a great job. He was also a 4-star player, remembering now. 36 games, played all but 2, and I wouldn't be surprised if he literally missed those through suspension. Camille van der Peer did a decent job for us. Obviously, it brought him in January, and I think he had various spells with injury, and obviously had that red card, but handy little player, and he obviously has a lot of room to grow as an 18-year-old. Honzak was class. Obviously, never assisted from out wide, which is probably not what you'd expect, but the goals he gave us with those back post headers were, well, the reason we got to where we are, really. He was along with Tiare taking the main load of goals. So Jack Rolzier actually featured a lot, to be fair. 27 times and 6 on the bench. A very handy player in his own right. And Benito on the other wing, playing almost as much as Honzak, also was very good for us. So, was there one more at the bottom of this? Oh, it's Mariano Gomez, who I brought in. He's more one. I say more one for the future. He's not. He's got a load of potential, but he's 23, which I find quite weird. So he may feature in the future. This season results, as you can see now, does finally say qualify for Euro Cup 2. Of course, the board are very pleased. They said we look like qualifying for the Champions League at one point, so we shouldn't get too carried away, but I'm not an idiot. I knew the Champions League was never possible. Some of the results we got in there, obviously that farm day one against Marseille, the 2-0 win over PSG, this 4-0 battering of Nims and 3-0 over Caen there. It was a just quality season. I didn't see any of this happening. French Cup was perhaps a bit disappointing, but we obviously did draw Lyon, and our fate was sealed pretty much as soon as I saw that draw. But kind of decent goal difference over place, where we're about what you'd expect, but it was the clean sheets that were very impressive. You can see our biggest win there against Nims. Perhaps remember they put the 2-1 over Montpellier, which I find quite interesting. I more probably would say. Obviously the PSG game or that Marseille one on the final day. I do remember this goal, Kamara's volley. Wait, it says stunning, and it literally was. Caught it completely on the full and it flew in. Tell me what's this? The finances. So obviously, yeah, being in the top league, all of these are going to take a massive increase. Hopefully, obviously, playing in Europe, it's going to take a massive increase yet again. Fontaine, for some reason, sold more than any other shirt. Meras, who can never be understated, the job he does at left back. Honzek, obviously, with his goals, we're going to like, as well as Tiaro. Benito, a heavy feature player. People are buying his shirt too. So, yeah, this was generally how we lined up. Rolls obviously did get his spot stolen by Van der Peer towards the end, but everybody else was, yeah, our main features. And what a side they were, yeah, obviously what they've achieved is incredible. Club awards, Meras got player of the season, or fans player of the season, well played to him. Fofana being young player of the season is literally, it's not even a question. I'm kind of surprised Camille Van der Peer got that. We already saw goal of the season, obviously. Tiara yet again, top goal scorer. Might have to look at getting another striker now, though, as he is 3-star and getting on a bit in 28. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe we just play Brereton. I've already sorted a deal out for up front. Miras again, top assisting. I think he did last year. Just puts in quality crosses from left back. Most player of the matches awards from him as well. Highest average rating. And Lacal's completing the most passes for us per 90. If all of these to do with goals are obviously going to go to Jamal Tiari. I don't know what game it was rescored for. I think it was the 4-0 against Nims. Just bagged everyone. So incredible for him. Maybe wants to calm down on those yellows. But yeah, an incredible season. And well, I'm just still kind of absolutely dumbfounded that we've achieved what we've achieved. They just want me to avoid relegation still, which I'm absolutely fine with. They reach first knockout round minimum, which I don't know if that involves getting out of the group. If it does, then obviously we'll do our best, but I don't know the type of quality opposition in this competition, so that's to be seen, and I'll see if that's a realistic target as and when we find out who's in it. We'll accept all that. Obviously, they love me. How could you not? With what we've achieved, I'll give them a discuss plans for next season. I want to say mid-table. Okay, no, they're unrealistic. Fair enough. Comfortably avoid relegation. They're right. They're cool with that. Okay, we've aimed things down. Knockout stages. Okay, they're right with that. So maybe it is. I mean, if both the board and the players think it, then perhaps it is reasonable. And they're all off on holiday, and I'll obviously see them when we get back. Leave the meeting. I probably upset quite a lot of them, which was not great on my part, but a few more things. Tiara actually missed quite a bit with injury, I do remember now. They are now heading off, and they'll be back towards the end of June. Decide our training camp location. Yeah, we'll stick with where it says. I'm not going to mess about with it, and there's the analysis for that game. So, yeah, once again, cracking season to finish where we did. I don't care about that. What is that for? It's for something. Is it relegation? Yes, it is. Montpellier played Toulouse in the league below. Yeah, that's it. I just want to see the league table if you want to show me that. No, can I not see the table anywhere? Apparently not. I think it's because the season already ended. I just want to see how many, like, what our goals scored and goals conceded thingy was. But nevertheless, yeah, what we've managed to achieve this season is incredible. I didn't expect to pull it off, especially going down to that final day. We have great stuff from the boys. Hopefully we can, give a good account of ourselves in Europe next season, which might take a little while longer than the 4 or 5 days it's been since the last episode to get that about, as I've got a lot to skip through. But hopefully, we'll be back with that next season, European season. See how that one goes pretty much. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me if you have through this season, or if you are new, thank you for arriving here. Obviously this season didn't go as smoothly as the first in terms of how often I put it out. As I said, that's completely on me. I returned to work and didn't really find the time for it. So I have now, I believe, found a way of which to fit it in. So hopefully I can get back to keeping it at least once a week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.